Oh, it's really hot. So, what's up everyone? Thanks for joining me again. Welcome back. Let's get into it right away. Game plan for today. 240s right here. Gonna try to get it somewhat fixed. Don't know if it's possible. Gonna mess with it. If you don't know what's going on, go check the video out when I got stranded at a car show. Had to trailer the car home. Key broke in the trunk, then throughout the day trying to get it fixed, it wound up in the ignition. Half of the key's in the ignition, the other half is just the other half. I think what I'm gonna do for today is I'm gonna remove the bolts that hold on the ignition cylinder or lock thing around the steering column, because if I get the key out, I'm still not gonna get it made today. I'm trying to get this car kind of running so I could, well I don't have to, but I want to spin it around, get the car over that way so I could bring the Mercedes-Benz back in here. It's been sitting out in the weather for the past over a month. Gonna try to get that fixed. Try to get a key made at some point, and yeah, like I just said, I gotta remove the cylinder whole system so then I could free up the steering wheel. I gotta look into why the steering wheel spins now, because my dumbass tried to like snap the little safety off and it wound up spinning something on the whole steering column without the wheels turning. So probably strip something else. Totally avoidable. I'm an idiot on that one again. I gotta connect the tie rods back so then I could steer the car if I fix that. So gonna get cracking on this. One of the things I wanted to do to get the key out was try this trick with a hot glue stick. But the only problem with that, I feel like the key's too far in to get out with the hot glue stick. The video I saw, the key was like broken flush off at the thing and you just can't grab it with pliers. You can hot glue stick it and pull it out. This is a little further in. I had to get a small screwdriver to stick it in to make sure I was hitting the key in the first place and all that jazz. So gonna figure something out. Things I should probably touch on which actually made this more of an issue in the first place. Well, first I have a spare key that I never cut, so that was a big no-no. Second, I had originally set up a push button start for the car, and for whatever reason it wouldn't like engage the starter every single time. So I'm thinking maybe there's like a relay or something I have to wire in to maybe give it more juice, just to give the signal to the relay for some reason. It's something weird with it, but for whatever reason it always worked with the ignition key. So I just switched it back to work with the ignition key and I never used the push button start. So this was more of an issue because then I guess I wound up using the key more and that weakened it even more. Who knows? Let me just look into this, see about getting this off. If I can get it off, I'll tell you how to do it, I guess, because I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Did a little measurement with a screwdriver. The key is about that far in the ignition, maybe give or take a little bit. So once again, I'm not sure if the little trick with the hot glue stick is gonna work. We'll see. Okay, so this was the main thing that was not allowing me to turn the steering wheel. That's like your safety thing. There was a couple other things that came off, but just screws, take them off. Let's talk about this for a second. So this was on the steering wheel. This was on the top. This is around your steering column. So what I did, there's probably other ways of doing it, but this is what I did. I took a cutoff wheel. This is what I got, like a die grinder. Used it, sliced the top. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the picture, like that. Basically made the top of this into a flathead screw. Used the screwdriver. It came off very easily once there was that little slit in it to grab it with something. Take it off, just unclip and unscrew everything from it, and that's what we got. So I guess we're gonna attempt to do the glue gun, the glue stick trick. I was almost thinking if I could figure out, because the piece that was on the other end, all the wiring, if I could figure out which ones just need to be connected to give the start power, maybe I could just wire the push button straight to that. Very interesting. So I just had an idea actually, since the key's like really in there deep. I was wondering if I just hit the back with like a rubber mallet, if it might pop the key out. I doubt it's gonna work, but we're also gonna try the hot glue trick. I don't think it's gonna. Ow! I actually think that worked a little bit. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's try the hot glue. Okay, after about 9 attempts glue sticking it, too far in there, can't get it with the glue stick, so I decided I'll put a glove on, take the mallet, hold it upright. Well, actually I held it down first, smash the shit out of it with a hammer, nothing. So then I held it this way, gave it a couple pretty hard whacks, and it is right there. So maybe we're gonna glue stick it now. I don't know if I have anything to grab this with. Boom! In the garage, obviously. Gonna put my interior back together, then we're gonna figure out what part I stripped or broke or whatever it is that is making the steering column not turn the wheels anymore. Interior's back together. I went to turn the steering wheel to figure out what's stripped, and now my steering shaft just spins because it's no longer locked. So what we're gonna do, I gotta jack the car up, take the wheels off, reattach the tie rods, and then put the car back down, then see what's stripped. Hopefully it's just like the little hub that connects to the steering shaft. That would be easiest, I think, but let me get this car in the, well, at least the front of the car up in the air. And yeah, a little chilly out, so maybe I'll try to back the car up. So, I'll show you better. This is how my wheel locked in place. Like that, when I pulled out of the spot, turned the wheel, locked in place like that, backed it back in. Then had to disconnect the tie rods to get it on the trailer, so that's why we're putting them back on. Let me do the other side quick, and then we'll start messing with the steering hub, whatever. See you in a minute. Tie rods are back on. Wheels are actually a lot easier to turn on the surface, so I was able to straighten them out a little bit. Let's check this out now. Let's see if we can figure out where it's stripped from. Okay, so we have a problem here. Do this, the wheel actually turns. So I'm gonna start taking all that stuff off. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the hub, so I will be back with you in a second. Totally forgot to film, put everything back together. It is the hub is rounded out. The spline's on the metal part of the hub. It's the piece underneath that shroud there. Underneath that shroud that attaches to the steering column. I'm not gonna drive the car around anywhere because I don't need to be driving and then all of a sudden I just turn into a median while I'm still holding the steering wheel straight. So unsafe to drive like that because I know it's stripped. So what I did, I looked online to see if there was any type of replacement. There's actually an NRG hub adapter thing, race short hub, innovation short race hub, something like that. It actually is the replacement for that. It bolts onto your steering column. So it replaces that piece there that's stripped. Then the NRG quick release just pops right onto that. So I'm gonna go ahead and order that quick. Then we're just gonna wait for it to come. So that will be 90% of what's wrong. I just gotta, now that I remembered, I gotta leave myself a note to fix the fuses on my little fuse panel. Getting a little late, I don't feel like dealing with this anymore. I think that's gonna be it for me for today. So I'm just gonna leave myself the note to fix that. Then I also have to figure out how to make the push button start work better than it does, because like I could get it to start, but it's annoying. Sometimes I gotta press the button like 50 times for it to actually engage the starter. I'll look into fixing that next time. Reason I finally got the motivation to fix this, it is nice weather this weekend. It would have been nice to drive my car like once before it starts snowing. And the body kit should be coming soon, so I definitely want the car mobile so I could move it around and get stuff lined up and whatnot, move it out if I need to and all that good stuff. I'm gonna go order that part. Then when that part comes in, I'm gonna pop it on so that my steering works. Figure out what's gonna go on with that key, if I could get a copy made, if I bring them the cylinder and the key. We'll see if I can find someone to do that, and that's it. Then we'll be in business again. So thanks for joining me on this quick video. I know I didn't film a lot of stuff that I was doing, but we got some stuff done. We got some stuff figured out, order some parts, get it all working. I do have some parts that I need to install. I guess I don't really need to install, but I did buy some more parts. There's some vibrant pieces. That's gonna fix my oil feed line, because I had a problem. And then these Vibrant clamps, let's just go over this quick. I have a Vibrant 2796, right? I need a new clamp for this right here because when I changed out this coupler right here, it's thicker than the one I had, so I needed a bigger clamp. So right now I got this like worm clamp on it because I didn't have a big enough clamp for it. So the 2796 is too small. Then 2798, way too big. So you would think to yourself, hey, just get the 2797 because that would be the perfect size, which is in between the two. It's not, it's even larger. So here and there I have been looking for the correct size clamp. Should probably look in other places other than strictly Vibrant, but I do like their product. But anyway, here, these are the two sizes. 2796, 3/8 to 4-inch, and then 2798 is 4.2 to 4.6. I need one directly in between those two. So if you know of one, leave it down in the comments, DM me, send it to my Instagram, whatever. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining me, and peace out.